Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So this video I am going to be sharing how I make bread in my air fryer oven. So a few of you have actually requested that I make bread. So I did make bread in my Ninja Dual Zone air fryer, but I hadn't made a video on making bread in the air fryer oven. So I didn't want to just make a normal loaf of bread like I did in the Ninja. I wanted to change it up and show you different types of breads that you can make. And for this video, I actually made bread rolls, dinner rolls, baps, whatever you want to call them. There's just so many names for them. But all I can say is these were the softest, fluffiest, most delicious bread rolls. And the recipe is super simple and easy. You probably have all the ingredients at home anyway. And these bread rolls cooked in just 9 minutes. Can you believe that? Even I couldn't. I set the timer to, I think it was 20 minutes to start with. But within 9 minutes, they were fully cooked through, golden brown, absolutely beautiful. And that was all down to the air fryer oven. So speaking of the air fryer oven, you guys know I have been loving this air fryer oven. I gave one away not long ago in my giveaway, and I am now an affiliate of High Sapientia for the foreseeable. So I do have a £5 discount code. I will leave all the details in the description below. So if you click on the link, you will see that sometimes they do have the air fryer oven at a reduced price anyway. So now you can get an additional £5 off if you do want it. And honestly, I can't rave about this product enough. Some of you already own it and you've told me in the comments how much you love it as well. And I'm not surprised because it does a brilliant job at everything that I cook in it. So for this recipe, I made a smaller batch of bread rolls because I had so much bread in the house. I didn't want to make too much and then anything go to waste. But if you want to make a bigger batch, just double up the recipe. I will leave all the ingredients and measurements in the description below. So if you do want to follow along, just head down there. Of course, times for cooking can vary depending on the size that you make them. So don't go off the 9 minutes. If you do make them the same size as mine, then 9 minutes should be absolutely fine. But if they are a bit larger, it can take a little bit longer. So yeah, this video is for all the bread lovers out there. I really hope you enjoy it. Please let me know in the comments down below if you did. Now let's get straight into today's video. So to start with, I've got a large mixing bowl. I'm adding in some milk that I have just warmed up in the microwave for around 30 seconds. Now I'm adding in some instant yeast. I'm adding around half of the packet. Then I'm adding in some sugar as well. Then I'm just going to take a spatula and give everything a really quick mix. Next up, I am going to crack in 1 egg. Then I've also got some butter which has softened and is at room temperature. I'm going to add that in. Then I'm going in with a little bit of salt. And then I've got some strong white bread flour here. So with the flour, I'm going to add in little by little and then just stir and mix everything together. And I'm just going to continue to do that until I have used up all of the flour. So you will notice that this mixture is going to be very sticky to start with. So if you find it's too sticky to work with, just add a little bit more flour. But I didn't at this point. All I did was added in all the flour, gave everything a good mix around, and then I just started to flour my surface. You want to pop the dough onto your floured surface, and that's when I started adding more flour if I needed it. So we are going to start kneading this dough, like I said, and as you can see there, it is super sticky. So just add flour bit by bit until you can really work with the dough, and then you want to knead it for around 3 to 4 minutes. And after a few minutes of kneading, you will start to see that the dough is coming together so much easier now, and it's so much better to work with. So I'm going to continue kneading until I am happy with the way it's looking. Like I mentioned, around 3 to 4 minutes should be fine. Okay, so I am done kneading, and now I'm just going to roll this into a nice ball, and then I have got a little bowl that I have sprayed with a little bit of oil. I'm just going to pop my dough straight into that and just give it a little turn just to make sure it's coated well with that oil on all sides. And then I am going to cover this with a clean tea towel, and we are going to let this rest, and I left it for around 2 hours because you want it to double in size. So I'll come back when it's there. So 2 hours later, this is what my dough was looking like. It has doubled in size, so I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the air like so. And I have got a 9-inch tin here that I have just greased with a little bit of butter. So I'm going to divide this dough into 8 pieces. You can do this however you like. You can measure it if you want to and weigh it out. I didn't, I just eyeballed it. So I'm just going to literally break this in half, and then from each half I'm going to make 4 little balls out of it, as you will see. So you just want to roll each one in the palms of your hands into a nice little ball, and then you can start adding them to your baking tin. And like I mentioned at the start of the video, I'm making a small batch, but if you did want to make more, you can just double up this recipe and that should be perfect. So I've got them all in my tin now, and now it's time to let them rise for the second time. So I'm going to cover again with a tea towel, and I'm going to come back in around an hour. So it has now been an hour, so the first thing I'm going to do is preheat my air fryer oven. You don't have to because it doesn't require preheating, but I just thought it'd be better for my dough to go into a warm oven rather than a cold one. So I set it at 175 for 5 minutes, and this is how my dough was looking. As you can see, it has risen so much in 1 hour. So now we are just going to pop it straight into our air fryer oven. So I popped these in on the lowest shelf, so right at the bottom, and I'm going to cook at the same temperature, so 175, and I initially put it on for 20 minutes. And if you watch the start of this video, you will know that these cooked in just 9 minutes. As you can see, there's still 11 minutes left on the timer, and my bread rolls were completely done. I did check them. As you can see, I'm having a quick feel of them, and this is what they look like. Super beautiful golden brown on the top, and they just smell amazing at this point. So I just brushed them with a little bit of melted butter just to soften the tops a little bit, and then I will give you a closer look. One of them wasn't quite round. I didn't roll it very well. As you can see, it's the one in the bottom right hand corner, but the rest were absolutely perfect. Okay, so let me give you a closer look. The first one I'm going to show you is my wonky one. I obviously didn't do a good job at rolling this out into a ball, but that's okay because it still tasted amazing. Look at how gorgeous that looks. I'm going to actually pick one of the more perfect ones. I think the other ones are absolutely fine, but just look at how good they turned out. Honestly, they were so soft and fluffy. Just look at how they just bounced back into shape. And also the bottom cooked absolutely perfectly, as you can see. And now for the moment of truth, I'm going to just tear into one and show you the inside. Look at how fluffy this bread is. Honestly, it was so soft. These happen to be the most amazing bread rolls I have ever made. And trust me, I have made some in the past and they've just been rock hard, but these were perfect, so fluffy in texture. And obviously I had a bite, I had to taste them. But you need to make these. Let me know what you think, because it was a thumbs up from me. And there you go, guys. That is how I made these delicious bread rolls in my air fryer oven. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As you saw, those bread rolls were so soft and fluffy. I think the milk that goes into the dough really helps with that texture. So please give this recipe a go. Let me know down below if you've tried it, what you thought of it. And of course, let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to make. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care, bye.